fraction multiplication algorithm, we're going to start with the definition of multiplication. You have the same number of groups with each containing the same number of items, and you count the total number of items. So the word problem. A cookie recipe calls for 3/5 of sugar. Hannah wants to make 2/7 of the original recipe. How many cups are needed? So we can write this out. We have 3/5 of sugar times 2/7. And you're trying to find how many 3/5 of these 2/7 of this recipe is needed. How many is needed of this? So to better understand, we can draw this out. Now, we're going to start with this 2/7 because that is our main problem. We have 2/7 of the recipe, so it's divided up into 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So now, of this 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, we have 2 7. So we can shade 2. So this would be 2 out of this 7. So now we're going to look at 3/5, and that is 3/5 of this model right here. So we can divide this up into fifths first. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 3/5. Now this 3, we would shade of this 5th this way. So 3 columns of the 5ths. So now the answer, we're going to multiply because the answer we are looking for, or the question is how many of these squares are shaded in both directions, this way and this way. So let's count how many squares. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And if you multiplied, if you added all these squares, it would be 35. 35 squares. Now, the real question is how many shaded in both directions? That is what we're looking for, because 35 is our whole, the whole thing. All right, so we can do this side by side. So we have 3 times 2. All right, we have 3 shaded times 2. So we're looking at the shaded. Shaded is very important, both ways. So we have 3 times 2. So if you multiplied 3 times 2, it would give you 6. If you counted which ones are shaded both ways, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, which would give you 6. Now, if you did 5 times 7, that would be like, if you would add up all these, you have 7. All these is 5. 5 times 7 is 35. And this is your whole, because you're looking at the whole thing right here, because you have 35 squares. All right, so 6 over 35 is how much sugar you would need. And why does it work? Because if you would look at this area model, you would see that there are 6 shaded both ways out of this 35. And if you did it across, 3 times 2 is 6, 5 times 7 is 35, you would see that gives you the right answer.